What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the next playthrough, the next series. I won't lie, I was inspired. I watched a this guy play it all the way through, but he more or less just talked about the relations of how this game relates to Warhammer 40k and all that jazz. I'm a Warhammer nerd. I haven't read any of the books. I just play for the games. I'm here for the game and the world, you know. Any game set in this universe, and as long as they're good, because there are a lot of games and some of them are real rocky, but yeah, this is made by Owlcat. I love Owlcat. They make great games. All three of their games pretty good. This one is my middle. Wrath of the Righteous is my top. It's my peak. It's my pinnacle of their games. But I figured we finished Amori. Felt great. Awesome game. I just decided, you know, let's do some more reading. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. This playthrough is going to be a chaos kind of, you know. I've already played this game. Be fair warned, you know, I've already played through it once, all the way to the end. I was iconoclast. I was the good guy. I was not for the emperor or let's go crazy. I'm there for the people. This playthrough, we're gonna go chaos. We're gonna be evil. People are gonna die. We're gonna be slinging, you know. Because I feel like there's not. I don't know. I've not played the for the emperor, for mankind, the dogmatic route, but I feel like there's probably gonna be a lot of similarities between that and the dogmatic, or you know, the iconoclast sort of, right? It's just you're gonna skew a little more to the no elves, no that. And this one we're just gloves off. As far as class, obviously we're playing with Void Shadows. I've not played that DLC, so look forward to playing it. I'm not one of these cracked people that can play an unfair. I do like a challenge. I do like being rewarded for exploring and, like, you know, being kind of challenged to do it. Let's do daring. I'm not gonna touch any of these, I don't think. Yeah, I think we should be good. For players who are familiar, yeah, it's been a while since I played it, but I think we'll be fine. Now, I don't want any of these. We're doing a custom character. I've not imported anything. Let's find us a heretic looking person. I played as this guy last time. Who do we want? I don't know if I want to be a psyker or a two-handed swordsman, truth be told. Because these scream dogmatic, okay? These are both dogmatic as hell. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do this one, but he's not, you know, that doesn't scream in my classes, but I like how he looks. Honestly, I really like how this guy looks, but we could just choose just to look cool, because like I said, oh, nice. Yeah, he looks kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. That portrait right there goes crazy. Like, he might be by far my favorite one on this list. Yeah, like, I think he just wins. He's just the best. He says the coolest portrait. I mean, look at that backdrop. It's like a ship's at war. I don't think we'll change much about him. He's pretty sick as it is.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
Is it one of these or am I could be wrong.
For the Emperor! Lance batteries, unleash the storm of macro cannons.
The destination is known.
Didn't see that one coming, did you? Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
Okay, daring's pretty good.
Sand reaches
Through chaos, I stride. Ruinous favor prevails.
My supremacy is proven once again.
I will delight my masters with your demise.
Now that's interesting.
I feel like daring is the less, like, kind of skewed toward like the things, because I feel like these are probably more skewed to like dogmatic and stuff. We're gonna go heretic.
Existence is naught but ashes.
Okay, as far as our start goes, like I said, I'm not very proficient when it comes to building. I'm not really familiar with the game, but I beat it on normal with basically no issue. I just built Argentina, or is that her name? I probably said that wrong. I just built her, and she just killed everything in like single turns. So, let's see. Once per round, when the wounds of the Death of the World character drop below 30%, they get 20% of their max HP as temporary wounds. Death World characters also get a 20% bonus to dodge. I guess we should look at this as what class we're gonna play. So do I want to go two-handed sword? I don't know what characters we'll be able to keep and which characters we'll lose. Like, I can kind of assume we're gonna lose the Space Wolf. We're gonna lose the Inquisitor. We're gonna lose Argentina. Probably gonna lose the Elf Lady. So who would that leave us with? That would leave us with the first Psyker we get. Maybe Albert. Able Bard. It's something right there. It's I've got it right there. I just don't have the exact name. We can pick up another Dark Elf companion. And who else is there? I guess Cassandra. I think that's her name, right? Cassia. Okay. That's 2 Psychers. Okay, maybe we go frontline. A Voidborn character has a chance to reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance to success. Okay, that's cracked. Strength in numbers. Hive World characters gain +1. That's math. Okay. Oh wow. Oh my god. Let's just go Death World, guys. Death World seems like it's gonna be pretty good, and it gives me strength and toughness, which I'll probably need on the front lines. Let's see. Astra Militarum, commonly known as Imperial Guard. Probably not. A Ruthless Officer's charged with maintaining morale. Ooh, I really like Crime Lord's outfit. Ooh, well, I get Int, okay, but I don't know if that's worth it. We definitely ain't going Priest Navy. It's really just between Noble, which gives me You Serve Me. Let's go Crime Lord. That looks sick. Okay, you managed to corrupt an entire star system to serve your personal den of thieves. You stripped an Echoless. Oh my god, that's not happening, guys. We're not choosing that one. I can't. You prevailed in a bloody shadow war against the void pirates of your sector. Oh, well, they both give logic. They don't even matter. We'll do this one. Oh, now we get our negatives. So these are all to one of our dialogue choices. And a deal with the wrong people resulted in the rise of a chaos cult and the horrific massacre of innocents. That's on brand. That is on brand. Okay, I think we go warrior. What is blade dancer? Okay, that's more like an assassin, a melee assassin. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go warrior. Yeah. Warrior's what we want. Okay. Yeah, strength is pretty good. Toughness is pretty good. What does this do? It describes how well you perceive things. Character can prostrate bolters. Is that important? I don't know. I feel like I just want to make myself really good at melee. Like maybe I could take some and put it in. My fellowship's pretty rough, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, can I put points into these? No. What is carouse? Okay, so coercion is like my manipulate. Okay, so there's no intimidate. Okay. Do I want it? I guess not really. We'll just do that. We'll just pump our combat. Do we want a firestorm class frigate or do we want a sword class frigate? Flagship size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders for hunting. Does this one just have a ram and this one doesn't? Is that what I'm looking at? You know, let's go with this one. I like how this one looks. We're not the Guardian, guys. We're heretics, okay? That's good. Yeah, we're the Unforgiven. That works with me. Ignatius. Where have I heard that? That's the sheep from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Dude, that's fine. That rocks with me. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Hey, we got through a character creation in 10 minutes. I call that that's a fat dub to me. Let's get in here. Like I said, I've already seen this game. A lot of it's going to be really familiar to me. But I am going to be doing a pretty thorough playthrough because this is the only playthrough of this. No, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. So figure we'll have a good time. It's going to be a long series. I mean, I beat this game in 60 hours. That was not me recording. That was me doing just whatever I wanted to when I wanted to. This is going to be a thorough playthrough. This is just going to be taking time. This is me going to be like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? And then me recording. I think I'm going to do hour-long episodes just because big game. This will help me kind of push content, like we'll push this game forward so we're not stuck on it for like 4 months. Yeah, this game has some crazy environments. Oh heck yeah. These ships are just so crazy, man. This whole world is just insane. Just absolutely cracked. I can't wait. Honestly, like I've said, I've not seen any of the heretic stuff, so it's all going to be brand new to me.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Do you have any particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Don't know where I should go here. Maybe I see here in the small little corner. Let's flip me around here. Transform. Get a nice little horizontal. There we go. That way I'm not covering up. I'm trying to not cover up as much as I can. Ignatius Stubbs. My name is rather well known in certain circles.
My regards. Naturally, the infamy of your achievements in the shadows of an entire sector is not unknown to me. Your enterprising spirit and, if you excuse my bluntness, refusal to die are qualities worth saluting. It is as if you were carried here on the wings of destiny itself.
He smiles faintly, but you're not sure it's directed at you.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Lord Captain? A strange title for a Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Dude. I need it to like I need a I'm stupid like check mark in the settings so I can get definitions of words. I apologize for the yawning and stuff, but if you've never watched any of my videos, it just happens. If I start recording a game and I'm talking a lot, I just start yawning uncontrollably. I don't know what's about it. I don't know what it's about. So why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Oh, fantastic. Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
You say I'm one of these rogue trader heirs, so is there another candidate?
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
Okay. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. Here we go. She desires, the rogue trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet with the person recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty, so the Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir, if she ever gets the chance. Kunrad Voigtvier, the Master of Whispers serving the von Valencius dynasty, has graciously offered to escort the dynasty heir to the Lord Captain Theodora. Oh my god.
I tread a path unexplored.
There we go. Let's go walking here. Interactable objects. Okay. Yeah. Have you heard? Apparently the lower decks got a big influx of new blood after the last on-world resupply. Is there some new pestilence spreading through the crew, and that's why we had to make up for the shortfall? Last time it was blue leprosy that culled our ranks. Oh, wonderful. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. What if I interact with it again? Oh, it doesn't change. A tech whatever that word is for machine placidity is required. Vox casting to initiate the concentration. Okay, well I didn't get to read that, brother. You should talk slower. I'm slow reader, man. Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cognitators. You can make it out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds amongst the numbers and logisticar systems. Oh my god. Guys, this is gonna be a rough playthrough. Lay people interfering in the operations of the sacred mechanism. Disturbs the machine spirits. In the name of the Omnissiah, please refrain from any other profane acts. Okay. I heard the Seneschal gave the senior officers another public dressing down recently. I don't know what it was for this time, but Wurzarian would latch onto any slip-up as an excuse to give someone an earful. Okay, they say the same thing. It's okay. Well, I can't read that. It's just a nice table, guys. A nice table of immense value. I see you raise your head again. I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitorization. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Greetings, my lord. Yeah, so you gotta think about this, right, guys? You know, a lot of people probably don't even talk to those NPCs, but like, what I learned, right, what I'm trying to appreciate is a lot of work gets put into making games, guys. And like every little detail that you just skip over, you know, and you know, it's like, ooh, how long do we have to wait for an audience? How many days has it been already? You hear the stuttering words of a prayer to the God Emperor. May his will strengthen my heart. May his humble deeds be for the benefit of humanity. Okay. A candlelit altar with the copy of the 2,348th volume of the Lex Imperialis. The Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Okay. Y'all got anything to say? Have you? Okay. He's saying he's talking about the plague. Okay. Nice. As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum as a response to your presence. After a couple seconds, the noise subsides.
The opportunity.
God, look at us, dude. We look so cool.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Oh, there's just a tank, dude. There's just a giant tank.
What's happening?
Oh my god.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Well, I'm glad I'm not them. This is the combat tutorial. Thankfully, I know what I'm doing for the most part. I start a battle. Honestly, they'll probably kill it before it even gets a turn. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, we got movement. Okay, I don't think we need to get in cover. I'm going to walk over here. I don't have a melee weapon yet, so we're just gonna... Yeah. Surefire plant, start crime line. He gains +2 stacks of the surefire plant effect. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger depending on the type of action. I mean, I see no reason to not do this. Oh, that's a good 6 damage, yeah. Can't move. Yeah, that's my turn. Got it. Yeah, if you could just not miss, brother. I need you to hit some shots. You're my cannon fodder. Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna walk this way. I'm gonna walk over here. We're gonna do this, and then we are going to take another shot. I didn't build gun skill, so it's probably showing in this fight. But I'll be honest, I don't think I want to get near that thing. So it would one-tap me. Coonrad, you're really not helping me in this situation, brother. And I've got a 40% chance to hit. Is he about to die? Oh, he dodged. Nice. Brother, man, if you could literally do any... Oh. He was like, my life's in danger now. Now I'm going to resolve this problem.
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Okay. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
And he gives us a bow. Unfortunately, I cannot loot these bodies. The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem some kind of malfunction was the short-circuiting of this motive force. A tarantula sentry gun constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus using a standard template construct in the manufactorums of Kiava Gamma. Ooh. Lehman Russ battle tank reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor. The first to breach the capital city walls during the pacification of Vortez Catan. Hey, what's up, man? Okay, they're hard at work. They're just okay. Let's look at these nice little, these nice minerals. A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols are carved into the primitive tools and are visible on the surface. Okay. This looks like obsidian. A black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. Well, I'm a rock expert, so this is sulfurous. A massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. Didn't say it wasn't sulfur. And this is just a glob of ooze. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers with a strange hue, as if someone has captured a piece of rock in turbulent sea. Wait, captured a piece of turbulent sea within a rock. Oh. That's probably the coolest part about that. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted with a sign that it has spent a long time underwater. And then a nice shard. A gray-green crystal with a white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. See, look at that. None of that is ever going to be relevant ever again. It's just there for flavor. And you got to appreciate that. You do. Every little thing. From the art to the optional things. Like this guy probably has something to say. So from now on, any tinkering with the vacuum locks to be carried out with only the presence of esteemed tech priest. Hail.
My ascension has only just begun.
What's over here? The lifts carrying people around the decks move with a loud grinding noise. See, I never even saw this. I never saw that in my first playthrough. I didn't even click on that. That was completely not seen by me at all.
Intriguing.
Any of y'all are named? Do y'all have anything? No, and that's something we've already seen before. Well, he was gliding across the ground. That was cool. Okay, I think yeah, that's where we need to be. So let's go over here. Let's talk to these tech priests. What's up? May the sacred Ungutins soothe thine articulation. Yeah, big words. May thy holy connections be guarded against the evils of entropy.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
This is big old boss lady.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Well, let's see here. So we succeeded on some checks for lore. So, do we think these spirits could be native aliens and they're engaging in Xeno worship? We could just say that there are ways to confirm using psychers. This one is what I'm leaning to because it's both devious and it works kind of towards my backstory where I'm like, betray your friends and I shall reward you. Yeah. I think that's the play right here.
Trying to apply familiar methods to a new problem? The criminal underworld of Calixis is a far cry from a savage borderland planet.
Hey, she called back to the fact that I'm a criminal.
The criminal underworld of Calixis? Lady Theodora, I must say your taste in company is rather exotic. Or do you see this as an opportunity to weed out the heresy among your progeny and sever the rotting branches of your dynastic tree?
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still something more than you could do.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look.
So, why are you here?
I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, are one of those with Von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of? Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly that the Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Where is this ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House Von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Well, what are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself as a worthy heir?
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
Navigator, translations, what are these things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh no, combat! So I have a pistol. They have assault rifles that shoot laser beams.
But ashes.
I hope these guys go crazy. Cause... Oh, nice. How much HP do you got? 200. Okay, we're good. Abelard going crazy. Oh, yep. That's just usual Abelard stuff. Yeah, insane. Just cracked. This guy has a plasma laser, right? Yeah, he does. Oh, my lord. Okay, yeah, we're going to get into cover. First off, we're going to do this.
No guidance.
Then we are going to attempt to shoot this man right here.
Guides me.
Dang, we didn't kill him. Not surprising. Our gun skill is pretty terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're not meant to shoot people. We're meant to stab. I love they put Abelard up here just so he can flex that he's the front line of the party. Like, he's not gotten hit once, dude. Man's nutty. He's so weird, just cleaving. Okay, that was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, the AI is kind of cracked for that. Oh, hey, that's a crit. That's nice. Oh wow, Theodore, missing a shot. Terrible. Don't worry, we got Mort. Mort's about to go crazy. Dude, I need to get a Melta. I need to have a character that uses a Melta, dude, because that gun goes crazy. Oh wow, I get the final shot? Oh, actually, there's no way I'm gonna hit this shot. He's so far away. I don't even know if I can shoot him. I can't.
Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Will do. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I'm concerned about the disrupted communications with the Navigator's Sanctum. We should already have approached the translocation point and proceed to real space. Any more conversation with you on that? Once we are done with this riot, I want to look at the logistical reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump, and then prepare and the preparations preceding it. Any more? Any more from you, Abelard? Or Theodore? Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. This massive metal structure never stops moving. Oh, okay. Never stops moving for a moment, light bounced off the orbits and figures representing celestial bodies. Okay. Got nothing to loot here. They were repeating dialogue. Also, those dialogue boxes, that was just them repeating what they were saying. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna help you with that fight, bro. I'm just gonna keep running.
There is a fervor in my
Hold on, master. Just you keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see a traitor, you kill the traitor. A heretic's body is riddled with holes. An improvised single shotgun lies smoking in his hands. The accused traitor shot him at point blank range. The master at arms is not looking good. Hold on, master. Just stay with us. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this guy needs help. He's got a weapon that I'm pretty sure can like hurt space marines. I don't think these poor men in cloth and like scrap metal's gonna survive it.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the office.
Those are my future men.
That this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Let's see. A mutiny, but who would dare attempt a mutiny in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Oh.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Oh, there we go.
It's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say.
I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Hey man, all I'm saying is it might not be so bad to be Mort. What up, Conrad? Let's get it.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
Let's see. I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hard hits you with a sharp crackle, and you're consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. I promised you a special destiny. It's time to fulfill it. Oh man. To be honest, I didn't know that was coming. Like I said, most of the stuff that's gonna come up, I'm gonna know. But this is for y'all, you know? This is for me to enjoy the combat, enjoy the story, and y'all can just enjoy the whole first experience. Things will start getting more fresh when we get to the heretical part of the playthrough.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Voidgar, you two-faced scum. You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warring Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of grok shit.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
It's just worth noting, he hesitates and then produces a strange weapon, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in the light. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo against each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate, go to the gate. I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
We're playing that I'm not stupid enough to just risk my own life, you know, there's a play here. Okay, you see in a gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human-like appearance built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up as if with two ember-like irises. Oh, well. We got pretty good tech, apparently. Oh no, we got terrible tech, but for some reason the difficulty modifier is pretty good. Let's examine it. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is that a strange alloy that was used as material for this machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. That's an incredibly rare and powerful piece of human technology from the past. Okay. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With a screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of any living human could. The servitor's mouth filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voice that filled your head after avoiding or wounded you with the blade did not go away. On the contrary, the voice coiled itself in a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. The sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear the hum of a serving motor starting up and the pump stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaw remains closed and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were leaning up against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a fragment of your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm. Okay.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Surprise! Machine guns! I've got another surprise for you, everybody. Flamethrowers.
There is still another way.
Let's get into this vault real fast. Okay, what's going on in here?
I tread a path unexplored.
Oh, I guess we're supposed to look at the warrant of trade. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them their dynasty and the great mission, to be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversaries, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily over the road of thorns and through pain of greatness. I probably butchered that last part. I don't think that was the right word at the end, but...
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocol
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent. Its relays clicking second after second passes, and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. That's just the tutorial that lets me know, hey, you can look at the journal and I'll tell you what's going on.
The world will bow.
Okay, let's close the door, everybody. We gotta keep that document safe. Oh, that's fun. Activate the flamethrower trap now.
Run, fools, or fall!
That's my boy Abelard. Abelard. That's his name, Abelard. Yeah, that's my boy Abelard. What a dude.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you? Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Seneschal Abelard Wessarian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating and one of his sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. He surveys the carnage around him, his brow furrows and he places his hand on the weapon. Kunrad Voidker is the traitor. When we parted ways in the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. Bandmaster, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
He openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Nice. Okay. So he's gonna heal me in the next episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had thought while I was recording this that maybe I do another playthrough and we try Wrath of the Righteous, and I kind of do these in parallel. I don't know, I thought that could be cool. And just do each of these in hour-long videos, and I just do one every day. It'll still take me like 2 months to beat these games, but I mean, you know, there'll be enough content. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't have any stuttering. Occasionally I looked over here and I did see that my computer was telling me my encoder is kind of high. But I'm trying to make it so that when stuff's going on in my game, it doesn't make my camera blurry and so you can't see me. I know it's super annoying to me. But hopefully I've got a lot of stuff going good and we didn't have any mess ups. I'm going to look at the video later. Hopefully there's no issues. Please no issues. But if you like the video, like it, let me know. That would rock. You got any comments, questions, or concerns? There's the comment section, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm shooting for 200 by the end of this month, and I would greatly appreciate it if you supported me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.